listen, in terms of all impressive performances, let's hit Jordan Love here. You just got to sit here and wonder, Kurt, when he's sitting there waiting for Rodgers to be done with his job, essentially, right? I mean, it's just one way to put it, right? Mm-hmm. Waiting for his shot, waiting for the time where they were going to turn to him. He had to think to himself, at some point, I'm going to start here. At some point, Rodgers is going to go somewhere and still be the Hall of Fame Aaron Rodgers, and I'm going to maybe play against him. I'm going to be on the same field as him. And for him to have that opportunity on Sunday Night Football and come up with a 360-yard, 3-touchdown, no-interception performance that included 20 straight completions to make him, as he was just named 20 minutes ago, NFC Offensive Player of the Week. What a dream come true for him, right? Honestly.
No doubt about it. And I tell you what was most impressive to me was the way that he played that game. You know, if there's been one thing that we talked about with Jordan Love, I talked about it with him, you know, on our sit down on game day morning, just about the gunslinger mentality, is that he's kind of got that gunslinger mentality. Like, I can make the big throw and I can make the big play. And there's been stretches in his career where he's tried to do that and force some balls and thrown some interceptions. And so here he is on the biggest stage, you know, in this moment, like you're talking about, you know, wanting to show everybody, hey, you know, the Packers made the right decision at that time to go with me, all of that stuff. And I thought he played so well with it. I mean, there were even times in this game where I thought, man, why didn't he push that down the field? You know, like, I thought he had an opportunity, yet he was playing a very intelligent, smart football game. He didn't let the hype and he didn't let all of this, I got to outperform Aaron Rodgers and I got to show people on a big stage, you know, all of that stuff. It was, no, I just need to go out and play the perfect game for my team. And he was taking checkdowns and taking the shorter throws and not forcing things down the field for the most part. And so I was just really impressed with the maturity on that side of it. Because I mean, I've been in those situations where you want to go out and you want to throw for 360 yards and 3 touchdowns and you want to do it in wow fashion and you want to make big play after big play and you can get outside yourself at times. And I thought he handled that game perfectly, made the throws he was supposed to make, didn't put the ball in harm's way, didn't try to do too much. And in doing that, he shined brighter than anybody else on the field.
And then in terms of Rodgers, I mean, we established on NFL Game Day morning this Sunday, you know, for those who missed it, you, Kurt, were showing some wow throws from Rodgers that looked like he's turning back the clock. And he's also moving out of the pocket in those same ways. That said, just struggling in the red zone, the high red zone. Yeah. And what ails the Steelers offense right now, Kurt?
I mean, what ails them for me is playing on schedule and on time. And, you know, whether that's just looking at the weapons in the offense and being able to create some easy opportunities within structure and within their scheme. I think Aaron continues to be a little uncomfortable in the pocket. You know, what I showed on Sunday was a couple of those big throws from inside the pocket that I hadn't seen earlier in the year. And it was kind of like, man, you're hoping that maybe he's getting more comfortable with his guys and in this offense, so he's more comfortable in the pocket. But I think there's some missed opportunities on schedule. I think there's some lack of opportunities on schedule. And so a lot is falling on Aaron to have to be more creative or, you know, forcing him to be more impatient in the pocket and wanting to get out of the pocket, and where he's been really good, whether it's the design naked bootlegs or whether it's him creating on the out of the pocket. He's been really good in that facet. I just think they have to get better on schedule. That's Aaron starting, you know, being comfortable and making some of those reads and throws, and it's scheme wise and it's player wise creating some opportunities on schedule, because it's just, I don't care who you are, doesn't matter what player you are, trying to live in an off schedule world in the NFL does not work very often. They can work 3 or 4 times a game and it can be great, but it is hard for it to work for 60, 65 snaps a game for 60 minutes. So they've got to get better on schedule in their passing game.
Hey, you made it all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Check us out every single day streaming live on Disney Plus and the ESPN app 12 to 3 Eastern.